Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your boy PC Williams. Usually I don't do this, but I said I'm gonna give y'all the 2-for-1 special, man. 2 shows in 1 week. Um, the reason why I'm coming to y'all today, man, is I feel like, on my show I talk about a lot of stuff. Hey, what's up, father-in-law, Big Willie, my man? What's going on with you? Big Ron, my man from Boston, Massachusetts. Go Red Sox, man. 8 more pitches, baby. 8 more pitches. Do damage. Look, man, Ron, I will get into that. But do you mind? All right. What's up with y'all Boston people, dog? You're so rude. All right, jeez. I will, Big Ron, I will put you in your place in a minute. Be patient. But anyways, like on my show, like I do a lot of different topics, college football, pro football, baseball, basketball, stuff like that, So I said a lot of things have been going on, basketball preseason, going on finna come to an end. The real season gonna start. College football up and running, pro football up and running. But we have Thursday night game tonight. The New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles will be playing tonight. I think they're playing two-hand touch or playing with tutus. I don't know. I don't care either. I hope they both of them tie. I hate both of them. I'm a Cowboys fan, but whatever. But it's a lot been going on. I do my show on Monday nights, so I don't get a chance to speak on Monday Night Football. I don't get a chance to speak on that. Of course, we have games on Thursday. I don't really get a chance to speak on that. So I say, I'm gonna just start coming out Thursday and just doing me a little show, and just recapping what's going on throughout the week. Give my prediction for the game tonight. Like I already said, I hate New York and I hate Philadelphia. I hope they tie. I hope they get into a big old fight, get suspended. So, Michael Ward, what's up, cuz? How you doing, man? I see little man getting big, man, looking just like you, dog. Polo down to the socks. But yeah, Cowboys, I said it. I said it. Stay straight dumpster juice. Well, I'm pretty sure you smell a lot of dumpster juice in your time. You thug game member. But I want to speak on some things, man. Drew Brees, as you all know, became the NFL's all-time leader in passing yards and all that. I'm gonna get into that. The Dez Bryant hate, man. I feel like I gotta speak on that. As a Dez Bryant fan, but I feel like I owe it to myself if I'm gonna be in the media to be real, and I feel like they're not being real, so I'm gonna expose some fake media people. I hope they see this video. I do not apologize for what I'm gonna say about them. So, Jimmy Buckets out here tripping, acting like Tupac on the court, fighting everybody. So we'll get into all of that. But in the meantime, between time, I had I had a theory, and I had a good viewer, tune in and ask me, Pat, do you mind, showing some love or spreading some light, to the younger kids, the youth football. It's a lot of very talented, youth football programs going on. A lot of these young, talented kids coming up in the world, man. So I say, starting each show, I'm gonna give a little shout out to, some of I call it the young ballers, the Pop Warners, middle school kids, high school kids, everybody trying to get to that next level. I shine some light, on some big time talent, here in our country. So definitely want to give a shout out, starting real quick to the Atlantic Stingrays, the 10 Unlimited team, the 10U team. They're currently 7-0 right now, balling. They was on Duval Sports a couple days ago with Andre Ellis. So this team's very well known around the city, man. Just got some young ballers out here, man, doing their thing, man. So, and they got a game this Saturday at 1 p.m. against the Argyle Spartans, who are currently 5-1. That game is this Saturday at 1 p.m. So go out there and check out some of the young talent. Go out there and see some of the young talent out there. A lot of these young kids got so much talent, man. And with the way the game is nowadays, man, like it's wide open for these kids, man. Like it's wide open for these kids, man. So it's so much talent in this city. So y'all go out there and check those kids out. Want to give a shout out to a star player on that team. Big dude named Rain King Campbell. He plays offensive line, plays linebacker, plays DN. This kid is like I said, 10 years old, and he's like 5'2", 160, man. Like this is a big bruiser right here, man. He plays, like I say, he plays O line with a real man play at. Play outside linebacker, play DN, like just a big bowling ball, man. This kid got a bright future, man. His mom hit me up and say, could you give my son a shout out, man? She told me about him. Good kid, man. Big bruiser out there playing hardball. So, he ain't always about the running backs and receivers, man. Y'all gotta show some love to the big guys that block for him. So this guy definitely plays the right position, as y'all know. I played that position. O lineman, you wouldn't know who the all-time greats was if we didn't put our hand in the dirt, baby. So we lay the foundations around here. So shout out to my man Rain King Campbell. Keep doing your thing, man. Knock him dead. Want to give another shout out to the Arlington Seminoles, the Tiny Mikes, their star quarterback Trey Hicks, who is the son of Andrew Jackson legend and University of Tennessee Martin legend Michael Hicks. Jacksonville legend around here. That's his son. He's a starting quarterback, and just like his pops, man. His dad told me he's playing quarterback for the second game ever. His second time playing quarterback. And little dude already got 6 touchdowns on the ground, already threw 2 of them, man. And I know his dad, Mike. I played with Mike when I was in high school. Mike was one of my first football heroes, man. I thought watching football on TV was fun, man. But like when I got to Jackson and I saw Michael Hicks, I'm like, man, you know what? That's what greatness is right there. Like that, like this dude, he really care about this. Like he really want this. Like he not in the weight room laughing and joking. He ended up being serious. So when I first seen Mike Hicks, I'm like, man, like that's greatness right there. That's what a football player look like. And his son, as y'all see, man, got 6 touchdowns already, man. I hope I didn't get the stats wrong, Mike. But doing his thing, man. So shout out to the little Trey Hicks, man, quarterback of the Arlington Seminole Tiny Mikes. They're doing their thing, man. And if y'all not doing nothing Saturday, make sure y'all get out to Ray Green Park. We got 904 versus 352, the MO2 Cowboys versus the Ocala whatever. Hey, they 352 Gainesville, so I don't care who they is. I don't care. 904, baby. Hope y'all right flow with them. So yeah, man, that's my shout out to my young ballers. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and support y'all Pop Warner kids, man. Make sure I see the documentary on Stars. Liberty City Warriors, man. I definitely watch that, man. So y'all get out here and check these young kids out, man, and spread the word, man, because these kids can go anywhere and do anything, man. And it's up to us to instill that confidence in them and say, hey, man, the football field where it's at, man, damn that corner and that fast money, get on this field right here and grind for it. And you just never know what doors open up for you, man. So shout out to all my young ballers out there. All right, I will get down to the point. Congratulations to Drew Brees. Drew Brees broke the all-time NFL passing yards record on Monday night. He broke it in true Drew Brees fashion. Pump fake, throw it down the sideline, long touchdown, blown coverage by Josh Norman. What a bum, But Drew Brees broke it in real Drew Brees fashion. Explosive, the way he handled it, man, the way he had that moment with his kids, and his wife, and told his boys, man, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do in life. Just work hard for it. It was a good moment, dog. And we need more things like that being shown, man. So congrats to Drew Brees. I think he, well deserved, man. He's a great quarterback. But this is 1K Sports. Like, it's uncut, it's unfiltered, it's unapologetic, it's unbiased. So I can't keep it real on everybody else and get sucked into this whole Drew Brees underdog love story. So all y'all Drew Brees apologists, if y'all would report to my live feed if you got something to say, cause I got something to say, and you ain't gonna like it, but it is the truth. All right, I ain't trying to bash Drew Brees, dog. What's up? My man Mike Hicks checking in. Like I told y'all check his son out, Trey Hicks, man. Man, Mike, like I told you, man, like what Leon was for you, that's what y'all boys was for me. And it was, not just you. You know what I'm saying? Big Otis, Tremaine, Henry, you know what I'm saying, Larry, Greg, all y'all, y'all boys was our big brothers, and that's what, we was to, to Marquell and them. So it's a family, man. It's a family thing over there, bro. So, but Drew Brees. Well, let's start from the beginning, y'all. All right. First of all, I'm gonna pour some gasoline on this whole Drew Brees underdog and put some fire on that, and put some lot of fluid on that thing, man. Just throw a match on it, cause I'm tired of hearing that. He's not no underdog, man. This dude was the real deal in college. Think I'm lying? Check me out. He played at Purdue in the Big Ten, where he graduated with 2 NCAA records, 13 Big Ten records, including passing yards, touchdowns, attempts, completions, you name it, and 19 school records. What's up, Brother Willie, Grandpa? Congrats on your grandson, man. You a grandpa, but you look real good, man. I wish I could be like you, not grow up and get your age, man. But big ups, my man, Big Willie, Big Grandpa Willie. But yeah, Drew Brees graduated with all these records. So there was no underdog that, like, he was no, oh, can he play? No, he can play. The issue was his height. I get that. Okay, he was short. Can he survive in the NFL outside the spread offense? Which I get back to. He in college he played in the spread offense. So you know how they at that time they didn't look at the spread offense quarterback as someone to take serious. So they said, okay, he's 6 feet on the good day, but that spread thing don't work over here. It won't work in the NFL. Okay, cool. So because of those issues and those limitations, Drew Brees dropped all the way down to the second damn round. Come on, man, underdog. He was drafted in the second round. So yeah, he may not have been the home run hits or the obvious choice, but he was someone that you had to have, right? If you were first or second round pick, then I mean, come on. Like you are expected to come in there and do something. So that's not an underdog. Okay, they say he was short, and can the spread offense translate to the college game, to the pro game? That was the question. And that's a legitimate question at that time, because the spread offense was looked upon as a gadget. But as y'all can see now, everybody doing RPOs, everybody spreading the ball around, everybody doing that. But back then, it was frowned upon, and that's what Drew Brees, like what he thrived in, was in that kind of offense. So he get drafted in the second round by the San Diego Chargers. Okay, Drew Brees, you were underdog, right? The greatest quarterback ever to play this game. Debate your mama, Joe Montana. No, Big Ron, I'm not saying like I dismiss that thought. I'm not saying like, you're wrong for calling him that. I just don't see him as a underdog. I don't see it that way. I just think that the dude, was like, okay, he was called too short. You weren't the first quarterback to be called too short, dude. Like, you played in the spread offense. They frowned on that. So it's like, okay, those were legitimate questions back then. So that's why he dropped, but I don't see an underdog. I'm going to tell you an underdog, big dog. The greatest quarterback to play this game is Joe Montana. He was a third round pick. Tom Brady, who everybody says is the GOAT. He is universally recognized as the GOAT, right? 6th round. Man, you don't get no more of an underdog than a 6th round pick. Coming out of Michigan. So it's like, okay, Drew Brees with a 2nd round pick. I don't see underdog. I see a dude that was, okay, overlooked, slighted. Okay, yeah. Underdog, no. Tom Brady going in the 6th round is a underdog. He wasn't guaranteed nothing. Drew Brees was going to start at some point. So let's get to that point. So Drew Brees in San Diego, he spent 4 glorious years in San Diego. Yeah, he did. Okay, and I'm gonna get to that point too, Ron. Like I told you, bro, I know my stuff, baby. I already know what the questions are going to be. And you brought up Rodgers and Brady. Okay, Brady was drafted in the 6th round. No one saw Brady coming. No one saw that happening. So Drew Brees go to San Diego. He spends 4 glorious years in San Diego, right? So he went 30-28 as a starter. That's not great. That's not Hall of Fame worthy. That's not, oh my God, we should have picked Drew Brees. What the hell were we thinking? No, those questions weren't being asked just yet. He would, like, come on, 30-28? Didn't have not one 4,000-yard passing season. This Drew Brees, now, this man threw for 4,000 yards in his sleep, right? In San Diego, with LT, with Antonio Gates, with those tall, like with that squad, he couldn't get 4,000 yards. This is Drew Brees we're talking about now. Drew Brees couldn't get 4,000 yards in 4 years in San Diego. Are you serious? Okay. 79 touchdowns and 53 INTs. That's not wonderful. That's not spectacular. That's not Aaron Rodgers. That's not efficient, man. 79 touchdowns, 53 interceptions. That's not wonderful. That's not, I should have got Drew Brees in the 1st round. That's not great. And you know what, man? Drew Brees is all-time great, right? Can you even fathom a team that's being ran at quarterback by Tom Brady or Peyton Manning or any of these guys getting the 1st round pick on their watch? Phillip Rivers is a San Diego Charger because of Drew Brees. He led them to the worst record in football. And for his horrible efforts, they were awarded the 1st pick, who was Eli Manning. And that pick was traded and became Phillip Rivers. He's going to the Hall of Fame too. No, he don't have a championship. That's what happens when you are left in the AFC with Peyton Manning and Tom Brady and Big Ben Roethlisberger. That's what happens when you get the short end of the stick. But Phillip Rivers is still going to the Hall of Fame. So he was pushed out the door for a Hall of Famer. No one saw Drew Brees at this time. We're living in this time now. No one saw Drew Brees coming. We didn't see that coming just yet. He lost his only playoff game. He had home field advantage, and he lost to the damn Jets, to Chad Pennington. Like, that's not great. That's, like, come on. So you 30-28 as a starter. You 79-53 touchdown interceptions. You suck so bad, we get a future Hall of Famer quarterback because you suck so bad. And you lose the only playoff game you have a chance to play in? Okay, like, tell me you see a Hall of Famer. I'm not talking about the Drew Brees we see now. I'm talking about what I'm saying right now. Do y'all see a Hall of Famer in what I just said? Y'all, no way. We never saw it coming, because that's what happens when you put this spread quarterback into this pro style. It didn't work out. So Drew Brees tears his rotator cuff. I remember that game like it was yesterday, man. The dude couldn't even move his arm. It was stuck like this. He was stuck like this, bro. So I get it. They gave him a 25% chance to ever play again. Okay, that's hardcore, man. That's some hardcore stuff. But let's start from there. Drew Brees goes and has surgery on his rotator cuff. Do y'all know who performed his surgery? I wait. Nah, you don't know who performed his surgery, right? I do. Dr. James Andrews. If you know anything about sports medicine or Alabama sports medicine or any sports medicine, period, this man is the gold standard of fixing your body. You name them, go down the list. Some of the greatest athletes have gone to this man. to get that major surgery, that career-changing injury. They went to Dr. James Andrew. This man is in the Alabama Sports Hall of Fame as a surgeon, because that's the kind of legendary work he does on your body. That's who fixed Drew Brees' shoulder. That's who fixed Drew Brees. That's who got Drew Brees back healthy again. The very famous Dr. James Andrews. Hall of Fame doctor, man. How many surgeons you know in the Hall of Fame in a sports town? That's the impact he had on athletes and them getting back healthy. So Drew Brees came back a better person, better physically. But we still ain't seen nothing yet on that field just yet. So guess what? Here comes free agency. Here comes Drew Brees. Here comes Dante Culpepper. Now, I just showed y'all Drew Brees' resume up to this point, right? I showed y'all what he was and what he wasn't. Now, Dante Culpepper had a worse record as a starter. But the NFL saw him as the better quarterback. And they was not tripping. He was a Pro Bowler. He won 2 playoff games, including a playoff game in Lambeau Field. At that time, nobody was winning in Lambeau Field. Him and Randy Moss are setting the NFL on fire. #1 offense every year. Pro Bowl. Randy Moss, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. That's ridiculous, man. So can you really understand why Culpepper was the hot one? Because at that time, he was the better quarterback at that time. And before y'all sit here and say that Nick Saban wanted Drew Brees, why y'all think Nick Saban wanted Drew Brees? Because what was Dante Culpepper? Running, gunning, slinging that thing? Nick Saban has the greatest quarterback he's ever had in his life. And he is not comfortable with the kid. He is not comfortable throwing the ball and getting 5,000 yards passing. That is not Nick Saban's cup of tea. He saw Drew Brees. He saw a game manager. That's what Nick Saban wants. And at that time, that's what the hell he wanted. Look at all his teams before he got Jalen Hurts and Tua Tagovailoa. Think about that. Think about it. The Jake Cokers, the Greg McElroys. Who the hell was the quarterback for that damn championship team he won in 2003? I don't even know. He just gets game managers. We're going to play great defense. We're going to run the ball with Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams. You're going to just manage the game and not screw it up. Nick Saban wanted Drew Brees because Drew Brees was what he could use and control. Like, okay, Drew Brees ain't gonna sling this thing all over the field. I'm gonna bring him in here. He gonna hand that ball to Ronnie Brown and Ricky Williams. He gonna not turn the ball over. We're gonna win by 20. We're gonna win by 17-13 every game, and we'll be fine. That's what Nick Saban always wanted until he went and hired Lane Kiffin. And even then, Nick Saban has never been comfortable with some run and gun offense. Even with Lane Kiffin came into Alabama and turned Blake Sims into a household name. He has you thinking that Blake Sims was a Heisman Trophy finalist. Blake Sims, a career backup at Alabama. Lane Kiffin comes in and turns him into an All-American. He turned Amari Cooper into a Heisman finalist. The very next year, he turned Derrick Henry into a 2,000-yard rusher and a Heisman Trophy winner who won a national championship. And Nick Saban still was like, man, I don't like this whole run and gun stuff, man. I don't like scoring all these points, man. Nick Saban was never down with that kind of offense, man. And he was not finna bring in Drew Brees to run that kind of offense. He was gonna bring in Drew Brees to hand that ball to their franchise running back at the time, Ronnie Brown, their future Hall of Fame backup, Ricky Williams. That was the game plan. Bring in Drew Brees. Let's run, play good defense. Let's get out of here alive. No throwing the ball down the field. We'll be all right. That's what Nick Saban wanted. He didn't want Drew Brees to come there and throw the ball around like that. He didn't want that. So they signed Culpepper, and Drew Brees goes to New Orleans. After Hurricane Katrina was a very tragic time around there, and Drew Brees came and embraced that city. Nobody wanted Drew Brees. Nobody wanted New Orleans. It was a perfect love story. All right? A perfect love story. Way to go, Drew Brees. And I love him for that, man, because not too many people would have went and joined that team with that going on. So he goes to New Orleans. And the rest is history. 12 consecutive 4,000-yard passing seasons. Passes for 5,000 yards 5 times. The great Dan Marino passed for 5,000 yards in 1984. And at that time, it's like, man, that's the 8th wonder of the world, man. A 5,000-yard passing season? Nah, man, that's crazy. Drew Brees did Dan Marino's best year 5 times. 5 times. My man Jay Philippe, what's up, baby? How you doing from the Bahamas? Hey, y'all make sure y'all check out his show too, man. Sports 360, man. Y'all get on there and check my dude out, man. Jay Philippe, Jay Philippe, a good dude, man. One of my college buddies. You know, damn good basketball player too, man. So y'all check out his show too, man. Sports 360, live for the Bahamas, dog. What's up, Jay? So he goes to New Orleans. 5,000-yard passing seasons. 419 touchdown passes. Damn. MVP of the Super Bowl. 11-time Pro Bowler. Changed the passing game forever. And he did all of this under one of the greatest offensive minds this game has ever seen. I don't care who you are. You can say Bill Walsh. You can say Mike Martz. You throw them out there all you want to. Sean Payton is a top 5 offensive coordinator, offensive mind, however you want to call it, that's ever walked them sidelines. And Drew Brees fell into the perfect situation. That's what happened. That's what happened. Like, he fell into a coach who said, you know what? I don't mind gunning it, man. I don't mind letting it fly. Okay, Drew Brees, we'll let the thing fly, man. So he did all that. Drew Brees flourished in Sean Payton's system, much like Tony Romo did. You know, like everybody shine in this man's system, man. Like, he is an offensive genius. So I give him that. Sean Payton is a genius. Now, Sean McVay is a bad boy, but give me Sean Payton. Sean Payton can call my offense all day long, man. Straight up. But here's the thing that really I want to get to is, like, y'all want to make Drew Brees out to be this, you know, and I don't want to say underdog because I don't know if that's how y'all see him, but it's like y'all see him as this, oh my God, they didn't want him, and oh my God, look what he overcame a lot. But he's an all-time great quarterback through it all. And all-time great quarterbacks don't get the excuses. And I'm going to tell y'all how y'all excusing that, man. Because no one wants to talk about Drew Brees' whole picture, right? I gave y'all all these stats. I gave y'all beginning and the end, the transformation. Here's the whole picture. He has played 18 years in this league. Only 7 playoff appearances. Yeah, Brady flourished in the system. So it's like, okay, you're a great player. You need a system. If not for the West Coast offense, you never would have heard about Joe Montana and Jerry Rice probably. So yes, you need systems. I'm not saying that Drew Brees ain't all-time great. Exactly, Jay. Like, you need someone to see the vision. He said, okay, Drew Brees, I watched you in college. The game changing a little bit, you know, a little bit. So I'll bring you in, I'll spread them out for you, and let me figure it out. We'll figure it out together, man. We're going to let this thing fly, man. We'll figure it out, and boy, did they ever did. Can you imagine Peyton Manning with Sean Payton? Tom Brady with Sean Payton? Can you imagine anyone else in that system would have done the exact same thing? So here we are with this. 18 years in the league. 7 playoff appearances. 7 times he made the playoffs. So that tells me that 11 times in your Hall of Fame career, when the playoffs started, you were sitting home watching it. I mean, damn, everybody can't win a championship every year. But come on, bro, if you are an all-time great quarterback, get me to the dance. Get me in the playoffs and we'll see what happened. But damn, bro, you missed the playoffs 11 times. That, like, I'm not letting that slide, man. Did y'all get Peyton Manning a pass? for all those playoff losses. No, y'all don't give him no pass. So I'm not going to give Drew Brees no pass. I'm not going to do that. 4 times as a Saint, as a New Orleans Saint, 4 times he led them to a 7-9 record. Are you serious? Can you, like, come on, like Peyton Manning with a losing record? Tom Brady with a losing record? Like, come on, like, I'm not saying no great quarterback has ever not, had a losing record, but come on, man, you supposed to be an all-time great, right? An all-time upper echelon great, right? So you missed the playoffs 11 times, you go 7-9 4 times, and you won a Super Bowl in 2008. That was an amazing run. It was. Like, that was an amazing run, dude. And Drew Brees was effervescent on that run. He outplayed Peyton Manning. He outplayed Brett Favre. Like, he did his thing, and he won him a championship. But the very next year, he is the defending champion. He goes on the road to Seattle and loses to a 7-9 team led by Matt Hasselbeck. Now, that was a classic game too. Remember, that was the Marshawn Beastquake game. That's when Marshawn Lynch, that was his breakout moment. That was when he put Seattle on the map in that game. But make no mistake about it, Drew Brees and the Saints had no business losing that game. They would never get a pass from me for losing that game. I don't care if it was Seattle. I don't care how loud it was, Beastquake, whatever. You are the defending champions. And you go in there and you go down to a 7-9 team that won the worst division in football, snuck in the playoffs. They had a big old hysteria about it. Man, Drew Brees gonna blow him out. It's gonna be embarrassing for the league. And Drew Brees went in there and lost. So no, he gets no pass for that. Only one road playoff win. So you an all-time great quarterback. But you can't go in somebody's house and take it and get it done for me? Hell, y'all killed Peyton Manning for his playoff record. He got 2 playoff road wins. At least he got 2. I'm like, dang, Drew Brees, you got 1 road playoff win against the Eagles. I'm not getting no pass for that. Sorry. You made All-Pro 1 time. First team All-Pro 1 time. He was not the best quarterback of his own era. Is that his fault? No, it's not. But if you go be up there with those all-time greats. Rashad, what's going on, man? Hey, I mean, it's enough to go around. I look at Tom Brady and I say, you know what? Spygate, all this other stuff, the Tut rule, yes, all that plays a part. But I can't deny what I've seen from Tom Brady as well. I can't deny what he did to Seattle. I mean, we all want to remember the Marshawn Lynch, why he didn't get the ball. But I'm sitting here asking myself, well, hold on now. How the hell did they get down? How the hell did the Legion of Boom blow a 14-point lead? Forget the whole Marshawn play. That Marshawn play shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't even been no Marshawn Lynch get the ball or not get the ball, because you had the Patriots down by 2 touchdowns. And Tom Brady rolled right down the field on the best defense in the league at that time. So I can't ignore that. I can't ignore a 28-3 comeback. I can't just say that's all cheating. Like that's some dude that can play some ball. So because of that, I would never say Tom Brady's to go. But I never put the man below 5. He's number 3 in my top 5, so I would never put the man down there like that. I mean, greatness is greatness. So, but yeah, Tut rule, Spygate, that plays a part. You're damn right. But back on Drew Brees. Now, I know y'all Drew Brees apologists are going to say that, well, Drew Brees never had a defense. And I guess Peyton Manning had the 85 Bears. I guess Peyton Manning had a bunch of rough riders on his defense, right? No, the hell he didn't. Peyton Manning never had a top 5 defense until he went to Denver. So you're talking about an all-time great quarterback with no defense. And Peyton still got me a ring. And went to another game and he lost to Drew Brees in that Super Bowl. But don't tell me Drew Brees never had a defense. And he's the only quarterback that's never had a defense. There have been plenty of great quarterbacks that never had great defenses. Bounty program. Okay, Ron. Okay, man. Like, if you really think that's the first time that happened in football life, you're crazy, bro. You're crazy. You don't know how many times, and hell, I'm going to say it, it's 1K Sports. I'm going to say it, damn it. So, you don't know how many times in high school someone take a kickoff back to the house and get $100. Or you know, hey, Pat, go out there and lay a few guys out for me, man. If Troy get 150, you get, I'll buy you Red Lobster, man. Okay. So don't act like they ain't never happened. Like, come on, like the bounty gate, it was sick and it was disturbing. And they messed Brett Favre up, man. They messed Brett Favre up, dude. Rashad Payton, what's up, man? My boy from the east side of Jacksonville. Papa Willie, Grandpa Willie. Hey, I appreciate that, man. Hey, I'm trying to tell him, man. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. Hey, God willing though, man, that's what I want to do. I feel like you put me in front of any of them, man, I will not lose. Stephen A. I mean, I got all. I mean, you don't understand, brother Willie, man. I got these cats studied. I know all they style, man. I know all they trigger points. I know all they go-to stuff. I know all they excuses. I know all they favorites. I study these cats, bro, like a book. From all of them, man. From Shannon Sharp all the way to Jason Whitlock. I got them all figured out, bro. Darnell Green, what's up, Stan? How you doing, baby? You damn right, man. Put me on. I'm too raw for ESPN now. Come on, bro. I can throw on a shirt and tie. You know, I can cut down on the cuss words. I'll be good. Hey, give me that $1 million. Hey, for real. Come on now. Shoot, they start showing them dollar signs. Hey, I'll start calling myself Patrick. For real, man. About the millions, man. I'll throw a suit on. Shoot, I'll throw me a little 2-piece on for that $1 million. But you're right. I'm going to always be raw, though, bro. I'm going to always be me, man. But I'm going to always come with that class. I'm going to always keep it classy. And, you know, I ain't going to say the F word and the N word and all that stuff like that. I ain't going to do all that, man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to be real about it, bro. I'm going to be true to myself. You know, no matter where I go. You know what I'm saying? So, but back on Drew Brees. So y'all say he had no defense. Well, from what I've seen, Peyton Manning never had a great defense. And yeah, he had Mathis and Freeney. Let me tell y'all something that really know football. If you really know football, Dwight Freeney and Robert Mathis was like great for one thing, and that's rushing the passer. And Peyton Manning always gave you a lead most of the time. So most of the time, you're in cover 2 rushing the passer because they're trying to get back in the game. Because by the time you get off the bus, Peyton Manning got you down by 14 points. So, you know, he always had the opportunity to rush the passer, but the word got out. The word got out, though, that, okay, run the ball at Dwight Freeney. Run the ball at Robert Mathis. And we can get him. Now, he had Bob Sanders. He was never healthy. I mean, the Colts defense was undersized, untalented, and I mean, just, to me, ran poorly. Because they just depended on Peyton Manning to get him out of everything. So when Peyton Manning would have a bad game, when he get to a playoff game against Tom Brady and Belichick and Bill Cowher, say, okay, well, Peyton Manning, here we go do. We go win the coin toss. We go drive down on your bad defense. We're going to score. And when you come out to play your first down, we're going to throw you all kind of stuff you didn't see on film. We know you will figure us out eventually, but we'll come out and show you stuff you never saw before. And then we'll get the ball back, and we'll march right back down on your bad defense again. That became the game plan. Get Peyton Manning down by a couple touchdowns and just run on that bad defense. So I don't want to hear Drew Brees never had a defense. Because the year he won the Super Bowl, that defense led the NFL in takeaways. So come on, y'all say no big name receivers. Oh really? So I guess Troy Brown and Sean Jefferson and Deion Branch and David Givens and all these other guys that Tom Brady won championships with were household names. And yeah, I get it. Tom Brady had Randy Moss. He never won with Randy Moss. He never won a championship with Randy Moss or Wes Welker. No, were his two best receivers he ever had. He didn't win with them. He won with Troy Brown. He won with David Givens. He won with David Patton. He won with these guys. He didn't win with Randy and those guys. Rashard Williams up, man. Hey, like I tell everybody all the time, because everybody always say, Ed Reed, and rightfully so. But I say, you know what? Y'all better thank them football guys that Bob Sanders was never healthy. Because if that dude was healthy his whole career, then we're talking about Ed Reed and Bob Sanders in the same breath. And Bob could come down and thump you. Now, he wasn't the ball hawk that Ed was, but if you play with him, he'll pick you off. He was a real physical guy. To me, he was way better than Troy Polamalu, and I love Troy Polamalu. I thought he was better than Troy Polamalu. I'm taking day one, Drew Brees or Brady. That's crazy because both of them came in with question marks. But if I'm going to take someone from day one, I say Tom Brady, because when he got his chance, yes, he had a great defense and all that. Everything was already set up for him in those first three championships. But he did his job and didn't turn the ball over and all that, stuff like that. I mean, okay, he didn't win when he had Randy Moss because Eli Manning drove down it and broke his heart. And I'm no Tom Brady fan, but let's keep it real here. He lost he lost two Super Bowls in which he went to the sideline and his defense had the lead. Tom Brady lost championships he never had a shot to win. That he never got a chance to get back on the field. I'm just saying, bro. They both came in with question marks, but Tom Brady came in and played his role perfectly, and eventually he grew into Tom Brady, just like Drew Brees. He went in San Diego, it didn't work out, and eventually he became. So both of them have a similar career story, So I'm just saying they both came in with question marks, and they both at first had to play within a system. Tom Brady just made the best of his beginnings. And eventually he grew into these records and all these stats and all these championships after that first three out of four. So, I mean, they both eventually grew into that. They didn't come in with it like Brett Favre and Peyton just came in with it. So, like back on Drew Brees. Y'all saying he never had big name receivers. Just because you don't get drafted very high, that don't mean you not good. Let me tell y'all something, man. Marcus Colston was a bad boy. Y'all see Michael Thomas? Why you think they drafted Michael Thomas? Because in that offense, he is Marcus Colston. He is that big play receiver that Drew Brees has. That's okay, look. If nothing else fails, I get to my big playmaker, Michael Thomas, who was once Marcus Colston in that offense. You damn right. McGinnis, Brewski, Washington, Law, Poole, Malloy, Lord have mercy. But he won championships with lesser, defensive talent than that. So Brady had the best of both worlds. Kind of like how Kobe had it at first. He had Shaq. He played his role. He came through when he was supposed to. And bam. And then eventually he got his own little grab on it and did his own kind of way. Brother Willie is that why the Jazz beat him? The Jaguars beat this Tom Brady and this Patriots team at the time y'all played them because Gronkowski was y'all only threat. Gronkowski was the only one you had to worry about. There was no Josh Gordon. There was no Edelman. I think what's the boy named Chris Hogan? I think he's overrated, but he's decent in that system. But Chris Hogan against Jalen Ramsey, forget about it. Chris Hogan and who the other guy is, Cordell Patterson against Abuye, forget about it. So y'all just doubled Gronkowski, took him out the game, and made Tom Brady try to throw the ball to those other guys. And that's how y'all won this game against them this time. So it's different styles. Like last year, y'all could have won, but you started playing, y'all started playing that zone. Y'all started backing off, getting comfortable. That's why y'all lost last year, because you didn't keep your foot on the gas. This year, y'all won because y'all kept your foot on the gas. You took out Gronkowski, and Robert Kraft decided to trade Brandon Cooks, and Julian Edelman couldn't stay off the juice. So that's why y'all won this game this year. But if y'all play them again, now you got to put Ramsey on Gordon. You gotta deal with Amendola. You gotta deal with Edelman, and before you know it, here come Gronkowski, and y'all reading back his jersey. So y'all better think about that now, because when y'all beat them, they wasn't all the way right. Now it's no excuse. Y'all beat the brakes off of them, you know. Yeah. So, but can y'all beat him again? Yes, because Josh Gordon. Yeah, Josh Gordon nice with it. But he's a big receiver. And Jalen Ramsey, his specialty is big receiver. That's why he's so special, because you can put him on the Julios and the D-Hops and the bigger receivers. You can put him on the bigger receivers. So that's why Ramsey is what he is, because, okay, I can put him on Gordon. Now Edelman, that's going to be a problem, because I love Telvin Smith and I love Miles Jack, but y'all not covering that boy. So y'all, that might be the issue. But y'all, I'll put Ramsey and Abuye on Gordon. I would still double team Gronkowski with Miles Jack and Telvin Smith and one of those safeties like bracket them. I would still do that. So the main priority is Gronkowski still. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out this Drew Brees thing, man. So like I said, he never had a defense, but come on. Peyton never had one. I mean, Jim Kelly had a decent defense. I mean, come on. There were other great quarterbacks that didn't have a great defense. So I feel like Drew Brees, like I said, he gets a lot of passes that other quarterbacks don't get. Now, he just broke the all-time passing yards record. Let me tell you what the perception was with him compared to the previous three guys that held that record. Drew Brees breaks it. Oh, he did the right way. Nobody wanted him. He came here after Hurricane Katrina. Oh my God, the little guy. Oh my God, he's 6 feet tall on a good day. Oh my God, man. Like who can make this up, man? It's Drew Brees, man. Look at him, man. The little guy, 6 feet tall. Come on, second round pick. Oh my God. That was the perception after he broke it. But when Peyton broke it, oh man, those playoff wins, he failed so many times in the playoffs. He just couldn't get it done in the playoffs. Oh my God. Peyton, the greatest regular season quarterback ever. Yeah, he broke the all-time passing yard record, but so what? He only got 2 championships. When Brett Favre broke it, oh my God, those interceptions. Oh my God, how many games did he lose? Jesus Christ. Dan Marino never won a championship. So Dan Marino, Peyton Manning, and Brett Favre get their flaws, get their underachievements exposed for the whole world to see. But Drew Brees, with his 1 championship, with his 4 times being 7-9 self, with his 11 times out the playoff self, he gets a parade. That's not fair. And it's 1K sports. I don't give passes to an all-time great. You were all-time great. You go out there and get it done. Is it fair? Hell no. It's never been fair, but that's the name of the game. That's how we judge Montana. That's how we judge all these great ones. Did he win championships? Did he win playoff games? Did he win big games? Was he in the playoffs? League? I didn't even get to the. Drew Brees never won league MVP. Are y'all serious? Drew Brees never won league MVP. Now I think that's BS. But that's the reality of it. He never won league MVP. If you were all-time great, you got at least one on your resume. He was never league MVP. That's what it is, man. But overall, because I don't want y'all Drew Brees apologists to egg my house and prank call my phone. Come on, man. But I'm just saying, overall, he's a top 5 quarterback. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's the greatest Saints quarterback that's ever played for that franchise. He's a champion. He's a great ambassador for the game. But I wouldn't say Drew Brees is overrated. I just think he's overstated. I just think the love affair for him, because he's such a good guy, and Tom Brady's an asshole, and Peyton Manning, he's a funny guy. I wish he had more heart on the field. Oh, Brett Favre's a drug addict. Oh my God, he's a drunk. Yeah. And sometimes as sports fans, we shouldn't do that, man. We shouldn't look at our personal feelings and say, oh my God, I just love him as a person. LeBron James is a great father, a great husband, a great ambassador for the game. He's a better role model than Jordan and Kobe could ever imagine being. But he's 3-6 in the NBA Finals. I mean, I'm a great father. I mean, okay. That has nothing to do with how you didn't get the job done. No one cares that Drew Brees, came and saved New Orleans. When we have this greatest of all time conversation, we ain't talking about the outside stuff. We talking about what you did in between those white lines. And that's where my point was. I don't think I bashed Drew Brees. I just think that Drew Brees is overstated. That's all. He's overstated. Not overrated. He's overstated. But like I said, top 5 quarterback, first ballot Hall of Famer. He's a champion. He's been great for the game. And there it is. All right, y'all. I'll leave Drew Brees alone. I gotta get to something else, man. Well, as you all know, we're in week 6, and Dez Bryant has still not been signed by a team. Now, I've spoken on Dez Bryant on my show a couple times. I've defended him. I've called him out. I've criticized him. I've, questioned his business mind for the game. I think the way he handled the situation with, the whole Baltimore deal. I mean, hindsight is always 20/20 when you look at it like that. Dez Bryant should have signed the 3-year, $24 million contract, and he should have, because watching the Ravens this year, you have a motivated Joe Flacco, you have a running game, you have a defense that's hungry and ready to play. Crabtree was their big free agent pickup, but he's not getting it done right now. I think Dez Bryant, by a mile, would be the best receiver on this team. And Pittsburgh shaky, Cleveland is young. I guess looking back on it, yes, Dez Bryant should have signed that deal. Dez Bryant should have signed with the Cleveland Browns. Because I love Baker Mayfield and I love what he's made of. And I think with his attitude and his swagger and Dez Bryant's passion, that would have been a firestorm that could have went really bad or really good. But I would have banked on it being really good. So, at this point, And every time I go to the barbershop, everybody knows I'm a Dez Bryant fan. So whenever I go to the barbershop, like my man that cut not the guy that cut my hair, that's Mr. Dre. Y'all check him out, man. VIP cuts, man, on Liberty Street, East Side, Jacksonville. Like they always ask me every time I go in to get my hair cut, like, so Pat, what's up with Dez? What's up with your boy Dez? And I said, look, man, I don't know what Dez Bryant want to do. I don't know where his mind is mentally. I don't know. He has something in his heart for the Dallas Cowboys because the Dallas Cowboys are the family Dez Bryant never had. And I think a lot of times we overlook that and say, okay, let it go. I mean, but you gotta understand something. This is a young man that grew up in the gutter in Texas, man, in Lufkin, Texas. His mother was a prostitute, and his dad was her pimp. That's the childhood this young man lived. He goes to Oklahoma State. His mom is all kind of distractions off the field. He's got so much stuff going on in his personal life. He goes to Deion Sanders' house one night for dinner just to clear his mind, just to go talk to a legend and just get away from his dramaed out situation. The NCAA found out about it. They went full force at him, and he lied about being there and eventually said, okay, I was at Deion's house having dinner. And he lost a whole year over that. A whole year. So he comes in the NFL with all this baggage. Who the hell would draft him? All this stuff. And Jerry Jones took a chance on him. So Dez Bryant feels that infinity for the Cowboys. Yes, I wish he'd get over that stuff. But he won't. But at the same time, that's Dez Bryant's prerogative. I don't think what Dez... Okay, I wish I could see Dez Bryant in that uniform every Sunday. I wish I could. But that's not what's going to happen. So Dez Bryant is going to do what Dez Bryant want to do. Whatever his mindset is right now, that's what Dez Bryant's going through. I wish him all the best. But the way the media continues to just dog this man out, I think it's pathetic. I personally think it's unprofessional for what they're trying to sell to the public. Because it's like y'all so stuck on this dude's life. Dez Bryant made his choice. Dez Bryant is deciding that he doesn't want to play football. He ain't came out and said it. Of course, he will love the perfect idea, location, or team, but that's not happening. And the way the media continues to disrespect this man and shame this man and continue to take shots at him. And this has been going on since week 2 of last year. It's like every time you turn on ESPN, at some point in the show, Dez Bryant's name is brought up. Undisputed, my favorite show on TV. It comes on at 9:30 a.m. Now, all these topics in sports, NBA preseason, NFL, college, Heisman, playoffs, by the time it's 10 o'clock, they already talking about Dez Bryant. And quite frankly, I'm disgusted at this point. It's like, okay, man, y'all made y'all point. Okay, we get it. He can't run routes. Okay, man. We get it. We get it, Chris Carter. Dez Bryant didn't run great routes. But see, nothing is a problem until it becomes an inconvenience. Saying Dez Bryant can't run routes, that's like saying Shaq can't make free throws. It only became a problem when it inconvenienced you. Like we didn't know Dez Bryant wasn't the greatest tactician. Like I said, the man played in a run and gun offense under Mike Gundy at OK State. His whole life, he was told, Dez, just run to the back pylon and we'll throw it up. Dez, take 2 steps this way, go in on that slant, catch it, do what you do. His whole life, he was coached that way. And it wasn't a problem when he first came to the league and he pretty much ran Roy Williams out of Dallas. It wasn't a problem when from 2002 to 2014, he was probably or arguably the best receiver in football. At absolute worst, he was top 5. Now, Dez Bryant, in his career, even at his prime, has never put up these gaudy numbers or like, 100. He never had a 100-catch season. He never had more than 1,300 yards. He never had more than 1,400 yards in a season. But if you look at the history of the Dallas Cowboys, they have never been that. Their all-time leading receiver is a tight end. Dallas Cowboy receivers have never been putting up gaudy numbers. Michael Irvin understood. We are a running football team. We got Emmitt Smith. We got the greatest offensive line ever assembled. I know I'm not going to get 1,800 yards. But I'm going to get me about 1,200. I'm going to get about 10 touchdowns. And that's what Cowboy receivers have always been. Drew Pearson. We got Tony Dorsett. We got the best O-line. We got the doomsday defense. We are a running, physical football team. I will get my touches when I get my touches. So when I hear this clown, Max Kellerman, on ESPN First Take, and I hear him say, you know what? I never thought Dez was that good. As a matter of fact, in his prime, I thought he was a bit overrated. Nah, bro, you suck as an analyst. All you know about basketball is LeBron James. LeBron James don't know a damn thing about the history of the game. You only say Jordan is the GOAT because everybody else saying it. If you know your history, Max Kellerman, you would know Dallas Cowboy receivers don't have those kind of seasons. Jason Witten is their all-time leader in receptions and yards. So I hear this stuff about Dez Bryant. So it's been going on and on. And I spoke on it, and I spoke on it. But then here is how it all went down. And this is crazy because ESPN, FS1, it don't matter. They never pass up an opportunity to take shots at the Cowboys. I'm talking about everybody on ESPN and FS1, every chance they get, they will take a shot at the Cowboys out of just for the hell of it. So the Cowboys right now are 2-3. Zeke Elliott is leading the NFL in rushing by a large margin, by the way. The Cowboys' passing game sucks. Dak Prescott couldn't throw for 200 yards against my Suns. So the question and the elephant in the room is that, oh man, like the receivers, what's going on? What's happening here? Cole Beasley saying, hey, I'm open. Allen Hurns, I'm open. So Jerry Jones decides that, I'm not finna have them clowning us all the time. They seem to not really like Dez Bryant that much. So let me throw a little bone out here. Now, everyone knows Dez Bryant is very busy on Twitter. He's very busy on Twitter, workout videos, different things. But that's Dez Bryant's personal life. Why the hell do y'all care about Dez Bryant on Twitter? If that's the case, think about that, man. Y'all talk about Dez Bryant more than you talk about Antonio Brown, Julio Jones, DeAndre Hopkins, Mike Evans. Y'all talk about Dez Bryant more than y'all talk about guys that are actually playing the game with their own issues. Odell Beckham going off on the sideline, doing these, passive-aggressive interviews with Lil Wayne. Antonio Brown, baby mama drama. Apparently there's a lawsuit in Miami against him. This and that. Drama. That's not good enough material for y'all to dive into and make a story out of. But y'all are so pressed about what this grown-ass man is doing on his social media. So Jerry Jones comes out and says, we never had a number one receiver. We haven't had one for several years. Bam, shots fired. Now, I wonder why he would say something like that. Because just a short 4 years ago, Jerry Jones, you made Dez Bryant the highest paid receiver in the game. Why would you pay him that way if you don't think he's a number one receiver? You never had one for several years, right? So he put that out there. And then Dez Bryant, like he always does, like he has every damn right to do, he responded on Twitter. He said, well, and here's the thing I don't get. Dez Bryant actually took the high road. Dez Bryant said, you know what? Jerry's right. I mean, Jason Witten was our number one receiver. I just did my own thing. That they kind of schemed me out. But hey, you know, I just did my own little thing, man. But you know, hey, whatever. Jason was our number one. And who did I just say was the Cowboys' all-time leader in receptions and reception yards? Jason Witten. So Dez Bryant responded on the high road. He took the high road and said, you know what, Jerry, I'm not finna go down there with you, man. I ain't finna do all that, man. I just say, okay, yeah, I wasn't a number one receiver. Jason Witten was. Okay, dude, whatever, man. And then a freaking all-out media verbal assault ensues on Dez Bryant because he took the high road. This man has been on Twitter all off season, all this year, watching games, tweeting live, and y'all just saying, oh, whatever. But the one time that Dez Bryant actually takes the high road and says, all right, man, whatever, dude, whatever, man. I ain't got time for the nonsense. Yeah, I wasn't number one. Jason Witten was. All right, man, peace out. And they just go off. So you know what? I'm finna call out these suckers who ain't doing their job. And believe it or not, the one person who's actually had a rational mindset about Dez Bryant is Stephen A. Smith. Of all people, the biggest Cowboy hater on planet Earth. Even Stephen A. Smith is saying, man, they doing Dez Bryant dirty, man. They sabotage him, bro. The Cowboys, the way they cut Dez Bryant was disgusting. Free agency started back in, March? They held on to Dez Bryant. They held on to him. Everybody getting signed, the draft coming up. They cut Dez Bryant right before the draft. Right when everybody already got paid. Everybody already got their squad together. So they cut Dez Bryant. And of course, we all know he turned down the Baltimore deal and turned down the Cleveland Browns deal. That was Dez's prerogative. Dez Bryant clearly does not want to play football right now. For whatever reason. But whatever it is, it's none of our damn business. Why the hell? ESPN, why do y'all give a damn about this grown-ass man on Twitter? Chris Carter, yesterday, when this happened, with his smug, arrogant, pompous ass. I can't stand Chris Carter. He's one of the all-time great receivers, man. But we know what they always say. Get somebody some money. Give them some success, and they'll show you who they really are. Chris Carter for years was trying to get in the Hall of Fame. Oh, man, they won't let me in the Hall of Fame. They won't let me in the Hall of Fame. I retired with all these records. I'm Chris Carter, man. I'm not in the Hall of Fame. Then you get in the Hall of Fame and you start showing your whole ass. Now you getting it. Now you taking it personal. See, Chris Carter don't critique. He takes personal shots at people. So he says yesterday. Now, one thing I hate about the show, First Things First, because you got this clown Chris Carter, and you got this freaking human aardvark Nick Wright. The dude knows so big he probably can smell coffee in Colombia and tell you the flavor. This dude is so analytically into his stuff, he don't even know what content is. So Chris Carter says, now, one thing I hate about this show, it seems like every time they're going to commercial, the camera backs out slowly. And for about 5-10 seconds, you can hear what they're saying off air. For about 5-10 seconds. He better say, man, Dez Bryant, man, wham, wham, wham. I'm so glad I got that stuff out of my system. and I'm potty trained. And Dez Bryant, wham, wham, wham. Man, Chris Carter, shut your ass up, man. You a clown, bruh. As an analyst, you are a clown. You was the main one that advocated for Dez Bryant to turn down the Baltimore deal. When Dez Bryant turned that deal down, you came on national TV and you said that was a smart move by Dez Bryant because Baltimore already has a player of his caliber at that spot he plays in, and they're trying to take away his career with 3 years. You said that was a great move for him to turn that down. Now you want to be on TV bashing him because he responded to what someone said. Shut your hound dog ass up, man. You a clown. Nick Wright, Mr. Numbers guy. This dude is so lame and so corny. Like, I don't know what his deal is, man. The dude, I think if you said, Nick Wright, leave your wife and go be with LeBron James, I think he just might do it. So, this dude always throwing out numbers. Well, there's Bryant, he 132 targets. Analytical with no content. Yes, Dez Bryant did have 132 targets last year. He caught 69 of them. According to Football Focus, he dropped 9. So I'll give you that. So he caught 69 passes and he dropped 9. So that's 78 passes that touched his hand. What the hell happened to the other 54? See, that's Nick Wright for you. That's Nick Wright in a vacuum for you. He said, Dez Bryant, 132 targets. Where's your content with your stats, bro? You can't just throw out numbers without the story behind it. What happened to the other 54 targets thrown Dez Bryant's way if he caught 69 of them and dropped 9? What happened to the other 54, you damn genius? Dak Prescott sucks as a quarterback. And then my favorite show, Undisputed, Skip Bayless. Dez Bryant ruined Dak Prescott. He led the league in drops. Skip, you a damn liar. I've done my research. And on 2 different websites, it had 2 different things. One had Dez Bryant 5th in drops. One had him 2nd. But you're saying he led the league running away with drops. No, sir. That was Amari Cooper, not Dez Bryant. Get your facts straight, Skip Bayless. He ruined Dak Prescott. Okay, what's Dak Prescott's excuse now? What's the excuse now for Dak Prescott? Dez Bryant long gone, bro, and Dak Prescott can't pass the ball to nobody. Know what you're talking about? And then, oh my God, not Uncle Shannon Sharp. Now, he actually went on Twitter after Dez Bryant. Like, okay, Jerry Jones insults Dez Bryant. Dez Bryant responds with the high road response. And Shannon Sharp responds to Dez Bryant saying, Dez, you look thirsty. He looked thirsty because he's working out in cowboy uniforms. For the love of God, that's who he played for 8 years. What else is he going to work out in? Okay, he has leftover Cowboys gear that he works out in. So the hell what? What does that mean to you, Shannon? Not a damn thing. Dez Bryant, you thirsty. Quit calling the Cowboys. They don't want you, Dez. You look thirsty. But you know what, Shannon Sharp? Quit calling Nicole Murphy. She don't want your black ass. All right? You thirsty. Dez Bryant trying to get a check. You try and get Nicole Murphy. Both of you coming up short. So you thirsty too, man. Drink you some water. My favorite. Mr. Colin Cowturd. This dude is hilarious. Says Dez Bryant is the most overrated receiver in NFL history. So a guy that is the all-time leader in touchdown catches for one of the marquee franchises in NFL history is the most overrated player. And he also said, I'm sick and tired of talking about Dez Bryant. It's your damn show. It's called The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Why the hell do you keep talking about Dez Bryant? It's your damn show. I'm pretty sure y'all meet before y'all shows. I'm pretty sure before y'all shows, y'all meet and discuss what you want to and not want to talk about. And it seems like in every damn production meeting, y'all all in for a damn Dez Bryant topic. But you're tired of talking about him, but you cashing paychecks off his broke back. But you're sitting here going back and forth, sitting here throwing shade at a man that says, you know what, I just ain't playing ball this year, and I'm just going to be on Twitter. That's Dez Bryant's prerogative, man. Why the hell y'all care? Colin Cowherd is a clown. Get this dude off TV. He's so wishy-washy with stuff. This the same guy. Colin Cowherd is the same guy that said, draft Greg Oden. Don't waste your time on Kevin Durant. Draft Greg Oden. Here we are, all these years later, you kissing Kevin Durant's behind. You gonna find any reason to down him. Shut up, man. You're the same guy that said Nick Saban is overrated. Now you can't stop blushing over him. Shut the hell up, Colin Cowherd. All of you, shut the hell up. All this stuff going on in sports, and y'all want to focus on someone who ain't thinking about y'all. But y'all worry about this man, an unemployed receiver, who y'all said since week 2 of last year that y'all done with him. So why the hell is he still a topic on your shows? Why is Dez Bryant a topic on the A block? Why is he a topic on your show every damn day? But y'all tired of talking about him. And here's my grand finale. Colin Cowherd said that Dez Bryant's career is more comparable to that of Mike Wallace. Oh, Mike Wallace, you know, he's a bad receiver. He was overrated, and he's had better numbers than Dez Bryant. He has. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mike Wallace and Dez Bryant numbers. Mike Wallace, 450 catches, 8,059 yards, 57 touchdowns in 141 games. Dez Bryant, 531 catches, 459 yards, 73 touchdowns. So Mike Wallace has a full year and 31 games over Dez Bryant. Yet he only has 9 more catches. He only has about 550 more yards. And Dez Bryant has lapped his ass in touchdowns. And Mike Wallace is still playing in the NFL. That's the freaking point, Colin Cowherd. All you did was just make the point. Mike Wallace, whatever he is, whatever you want to call him, he's still playing football in the NFL. Like I said, man, I just feel like I pride myself on just talking about sports, man. I'm not finna get into, like, you know, what someone, and I even said, Dez Bryant, get the hell off Twitter. I even said that. But I felt like, why the hell, like, it's Twitter. It's social media. Why the hell do any of us care about what the hell Dez Bryant putting on Twitter with all this other stuff going on in the league? So, like I said, man, they're a bunch of clowns. And one day I hope to be on ESPN or FS1, and I'm telling you, if I ever come face to face, man, I'm ripping every last one of these clowns to shreds. I know all of you. Like the back of my hand, I got all of you studied, man. So y'all better hope I don't make ESPN or FS1, because I'm going to clown all of you. But hey, I love y'all shows, though. But hey, man, just keep Dez Bryant name out your mouth. Why are y'all focused on this grown man and what he's putting on his social media? Anyways, man, like I said, it's my special edition of, you know, man, 1K Sports, uncut, unbiased, unfiltered, and most importantly, unapologetic. So thank y'all for tuning in, man. I don't hold it up too much longer, man. Thank everybody who tuned in. So thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all get out and check these young ballers out, man. So, big ups, man. Peace.